What's shaking, people? Back with another reaction, back with some more Stevie Nicks. Once again, big shout out to major friend and champion and erudite rock and pop critic Mark, who has shared not only this with me, but a number of other things, including some things I've yet to start going through. I've had Grace Jones downloaded at least the first track and ready to go for a while, and I just keep like putting it back. So eventually I'll get through everything that has been sent to me, not just by Mark, but from everyone. Nevertheless, I did want to give him a big shout because, again, not only has he shared some music and allowed us to go on some side journeys, including Stevie Nicks. Like, if you didn't see my reaction to Edge of 17, a couple weeks ago I heard that track on the radio, part of it, and I was like, man, that is incredible. I want to hear the whole thing. I wonder if, a friend of the channel might have it, so I reached out to Mark, and sure enough, he did, and I was able to react to it later that night, so it was a really cool short notice type of thing. So I really did appreciate that, and again, it seems appropriate now that I've started to go through Fleetwood Mac a little bit. Once again, shout out to Alicia, who did comment on the Edge of 17 reaction. And yeah, ultimately, I enjoy the little bit I know of Stevie Nicks. She certainly has a very charismatic and attention-grabbing vocal presence. Even without seeing a live video of them performing or a music video or something. So yeah, I've been very captured by her voice, although admittedly what song was it? I just reacted to a song that was sung by Chrissy, who I now understand passed away not all that long ago. So yeah, bottom line, still learning about Fleetwood Mac, but at the same time I thought it would be a great thing to start going through some Stevie Nicks tunes. And ultimately, what Mark said about this track is that it's Stevie Nicks with some synths. So, people who know this channel will know that is very interesting to me, and the track is called Stand Back. As a phrase, it sounds like, if not an overt threat, at the very least, a pointed request, maybe a command, and it ultimately is, a request for space. Don't crowd me, don't try to attack me, don't think you're going to do anything physical in my, proximity. Now, obviously, stand back could be more conceptual or, analogical, meaning it could be about someone who acted in a way in an early part of a relationship that, suddenly gave the other person pause, like, wait, you know what, stand back, like, I'm not into this, we're gonna cut this off here. So I feel like it could be more literal or more conceptual, but it doesn't sound like a positive request or command to another person. It sounds like, an immediate desire for separation, not for a coming together, a congress, if you will. So, yeah, ultimately, not sure what to make of it. Again, I learned that, Dreams was a song from Fleetwood Mac that I knew going back, and even though I didn't remember it in all its details, of course, and that's one of the cool things about doing these reactions, is even songs I know on some level, I'll listen to them, it's like, man, like, I never really appreciated, like, the importance of that part or whatever it is. But it became clear to me, again, through Mark's comment and others, that there's a lot of psychology and emotion and individual history to unpack in that song. So, still learning what Stevie Nicks is as a songwriter. And in fact, again, Mark and I think Alicia both commented. In fact, I don't think it was just them. I think it was like 3 or 4 people who mentioned this, that she has a lot of like allegory or metaphor in her songwriting, and references to something like a bird can have a much deeper meaning. So yeah, ultimately I'll be on the lookout for that kind of stuff as much as I can, though I will obviously lean on the expertise of those who know this catalog. In any case, I will stop talking and we will listen to it. This is Stevie Nicks and the tune is Stand Back, and it's from, is it Crystal Visions? Yeah, Crystal Visions, which I believe is a very best of greatest hits compilation from Stevie. Alright. Well chosen, Mark.
What I say unless you read
synth bass. One of the best tunes I've heard recently, and given the large number of deep dives I'm going through, I feel like that is a significant compliment. But seriously, that's amazing in every respect. The synths, again, the synth bass, the different synth layers, like melodically along the way, those kind of big keyboard sort of sounding ones that I don't even know, maybe it was a guitar, but that little meow sort of sound, I really enjoyed that. Then there was like that faster kind of rhythmic synth that came in, just amazing composition. And then her voice, like again, like her vocal presence, I find myself just, like latching on to like every line. Now again, I think when I reacted to Edge of 17, someone pointed out, there are backup singers, so I don't know like all those flourishes here and there, whether those are all her, and I assume some of them are backup singers, but Yeah, ultimately that was an amazing track. I like that even better, I think, than Edge of 17. And that track I've been re-listening to, the last week or so. Yeah, bottom line, obviously, got to go through more Stevie Nicks. This is incredible. There's a couple other things in the folder, including something I think with Professor Brian Cox. So, intrigued to go through that. Once again, shout out to Mark, shout out to Alicia for sharing Fleetwood Mac, as well as Han Solo, who I realize has shared a couple albums of Fleetwood Mac. So even once we're done with Rumors, there'll be more to go through. And yeah, just really looking forward to catching up on some major musical acts and individuals that are heavy in terms of their pop culture influence and significance and legacy, but that because you have to choose things as you're growing up and as a DJ and someone who's going to concerts, I sort of as a teenager and in my 20s focused a lot on techno and going to punk shows and hip hop shows, but it's really nice to catch up on a lot of these other genres and artists now. So again, big shout out to all the people sharing music with the family, with the channel, which I guess in some respects is a family certainly. And yeah, ultimately, I'm learning a great deal, and I know that people are learning through the comments that are left by all these erudite individuals as well. So big ups to all of you. Luca agrees, even though she is very sleepy and horizontal. And yeah, let me know what you think. I will see you next time. Peace.